Good morning everyone. We'll continue with Raoult's law for binary liquids. Yesterday we have seen when both components are volatile liquid, partial pressure of each component depends on mole fraction of that particular component in the solution. If we represent graphically, this is for solution 1. When chi1 is 1 means liquid 1 is not mixed with another liquid. The maximum vapor pressure which is obtained is P01. This is P01 is a vapor pressure of pure liquid 1. When chi2 is 0, the chi2 is plotted here on this y-axis. There is another y-axis on which we have plotted for liquid 2. Where chi2 is 1, so maximum vapor pressure obtained is P02. So this is vapor pressure of pure liquid 2. Now what happens when both the liquids are mixed? When both the liquids are mixed, we get a solution. So vapor pressure of solution will depend on value of P01 and P02 as per Raoult's law. P1, that is partial pressure of liquid 1, will be equal to P01 into chi1 and P2 will be equal to P02 chi2. This we have seen yesterday. So for getting vapor pressure of a solution, we just have to join these two maxima in which both the liquids are not mixed. So this dotted line represents vapor pressure of solution. These are the different value of chi1 and chi2. Chi1 is 1 here and on this direction it becomes 0. Similarly chi2 is 1 here and in this direction it becomes 0. So any composition of chi1 and chi2 in between, for example 0.3 and 0.7, we can have this line. 0.7 and 0.3, we can have this line. So from this graph we can obtain vapor pressure of solution having any composition of chi1 and chi2. After learning the graph and the equation which we derived yesterday for P total, we'll go to the next topic now, that is Raoult's law for solid and liquid type of solution. Now when solid is added in liquid, we know that solid is non-volatile. It will never pass into vapor phase at room temperature because it passes into vapor phase at its melting point. So in such solution only one component is volatile, both are not volatile. So only one volatile component and that component is solvent. So for a solution which contain only one volatile component, Raoult's law states as partial pressure of volatile component of the solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of volatile component in the solution. So here solute do not play its role. So mathematically it can be written as P1 is equal to P01 into chi1. And when we plot a graph it will be like this. Maximum of solution will be P01, that is pure liquid component 1, that is solvent. Okay. Now let us move on to the next phase. Again coming back to both component volatile. Means both the components are liquid and they both have a tendency to pass in a vapor phase. But this tendency of liquid is different. Means the liquid which has lower boiling point will pass into the vapor phase more than the liquid which has higher boiling point. Because lower boiling point liquid evaporates faster. So when both the components are volatile, their composition in vapor phase can be determined. As I already told, lower boiling liquid will pass into the vapor phase more. So what will be their composition in vapor phase? Will be, suppose Y1 is composition of liquid in vapor phase of liquid 1 and Y2 is mole fraction of liquid 2. Now these are the mole fraction in vapor phase, not in solution phase. So in vapor phase, if mole fraction of liquid 1 and 2 are denoted with letter Y1 and Y2, then P1 will be equal to, means partial pressure of component 1 or liquid 1 will be equal to Y1, means its composition in vapor phase, into P total. Remember your Raoult's law, we got P1 is equal to P01 chi. This is in solution phase. Okay, where P01 here is now replaced by P total and chi1 is now replaced by Y1. So in vapor phase, this formula can be utilized to find out composition of each liquid in vapor phase. So similarly, partial pressure of liquid 2 will be equal to Y2, means its composition in vapor phase multiplied with P total, that is total pressure of the solution. So this is very useful formula to calculate composition of liquids in vapor phase in numericals. So with this we have completed all the formula related to liquid solution and solid in liquid solution. That is, Raoult's law is over. Now if you equate Raoult's law statement with Henry's law. Henry's law is P is equal to Kh into chi, where P is partial pressure of a gas, Kh is Henry's law constant and chi is a mole fraction of gas in solution. And this is Raoult's law. And when we equate both the terms, partial pressure can be equated, chi can be equated. When liquid is so volatile that most of the liquid exists in vapor phase, means its boiling point is very low, then more of the liquid will exist in vapor phase. That time P01 becomes equal to Kh. This happens when liquid is so volatile that it exists as a gas. So Raoult's law and Henry's law can be equated, and Raoult's law becomes special case of Henry's law. Now, next part of the chapter, that is differentiating solutions, binary solutions of liquid into ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. If you remember, we have studied ideal gas law in 11th standard, in which we have seen that ideal gas obeys all the gas laws under each and every condition of temperature and pressure. Similarly, we have ideal solutions. Ideal solution has to obey Raoult's law under every specific range of concentration, because for solution concentration is very important. So the solution which obeys Raoult's law over entire range of concentration is called ideal solution. For ideal solution, when we are mixing both the liquid component, no heat is absorbed or evolved. So delta H of solution in case of ideal solution will be 0. Means no heat is evolved or absorbed when two liquids are mixed to form a solution. Also there is no net loss in volume, that is change in volume is also equal to 0. Means if you are taking 100 ml of liquid 1 and 50 ml of liquid 2, then after mixing there is no loss in volume, means total volume will be 150 ml. None of the part of liquid is evaporated. Those solution which shows ideal behavior is a mixture of N-hexane and N-heptane. When they are mixed, they nearly display ideal behavior, that is they obey Raoult's law over entire concentration range. means whether it is dilute or concentrate. Then non-ideal solutions. Now already we defined ideal one, so you will be knowing what will be non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions will not obey Raoult's law over entire concentration range. Means they will show deviation from the law. What is the law? Law is P1 is equal to P01 into Chi1. From this equation they will deviate. They will not satisfy this equation. Now when this will happen? This will happen in two cases. One, they will be showing positive deviation. And second, they will be showing negative deviation. Let us look what will be positive deviation from Raoult's law. Suppose I have two liquids, liquid A and liquid B. Then before they are mixed, the force of attraction between molecule of liquid A is A dash A, van der Waals force, and force of attraction between molecules of liquid B is B dash B. Now after that they are mixed. When they are mixed, they form solution. When they are mixed to form solution, this A and A is broken, B and B is broken, and a new set of attraction is developed between both the liquids, which is A dash B. So this is new set of bonding or force of attraction. Now if A dash B is weaker, then either A dash A or B dash B, means original set of attraction. If new set of attraction is weaker than original set of attraction, then since A and B attraction is less, more of the liquid when they are forming solution will pass into the vapor phase. When more of liquid passes into the vapor phase, composition in vapor phase increases. Thus, as we have seen the graph, if the graph is obtained like this for ideal behavior of liquid A and liquid B, and this is the of solution when both the liquids are mixed. This is P0 B, this is P0 A. So when the graph is formed and we get a solutions line, when the solution is showing non-ideal behavior, that time if this is weaker, then all the time vapor phase composition will be greater than original one. So we will get line like this for liquid A, line like this for liquid B, and solution line will be this. That means at every set of composition the vapor pressure found will be greater. When it is found to be greater than ideal behavior, then it is termed as positive deviation from Raoult's law. Positive deviation. And this type of deviation is shown by a mixture of ethanol and acetone. We all know that ethanol molecule has H bonding between them. So H bonding is greater in magnitude. When they both are mixed, ethanol and acetone are mixed, some of the acetone molecules are successful to break that H bonding between ethanol molecules. So the new bonding is weaker. New bonding of attraction is weaker between ethanol and acetone molecule. So both of them pass into the vapor phase more. Thus, the new set of attraction is weaker, then we get positive deviation from Raoult's law. For positive deviation from Raoult's law, delta H of solution or delta H of mixing two liquids will be greater than 0 because it is positive deviation, and delta V of mixing also will be greater than 0. So we'll stop here today and we'll continue with negative deviation tomorrow.